Yay, we are live. Okay, are we live yet? If anyone saw seeing this live, please do comment so that we know that we went live and everything is going smoothly. Oh yeah, I can see the live. Okay. Hello guys, if you're watching, please do comment something. Please comment that you're watching, say hi and everything so that we know who you are. Hello guys. Hello guys, how you all are doing? Please do comment. Please do comment for us. Hello guys, how you all are doing? Today we have a very interesting session that has been waiting for you guys. I can't wait to invite the guest speaker, but we will only invite her in another 3 more minutes. So yes, yay! We got many people watching. Feeling good. Oh, okay, that's nice. Yes, we got some interesting comments coming in. Thank you guys. Thank you for joining the live session today. We're going to have a lot of fun. I just had a pre-interview with our guest speaker today, and she have a lot of interesting things to share. So I will give a little introduction about who she is in a while, in 1 or 2 more minutes. Then we can straight away invite her to come to the stage and do the presentation. Presentation will share her experience of how she is creating her own work reality. So if you have any questions, please do ask in the comment section. You can ask now so that when she come in, she can straight away answer your questions, or you can ask later also. But do bear in mind that we only have 30 minutes for this live session. So whatever you want to ask, you gotta have to be fast. So yes. So yeah. So a little introduction about our guest speaker today. So we have Deelashiny. Deelashiny is the assistant quality assurance manager in an MNC, and beside that, she is also the CEO of ET Ideas. So I think many of you know what is ET Ideas. If you don't know, I will just share a little bit about ET Ideas. ET Ideas is a social business incubator where we focus on developing entrepreneurs who can step out of the system and solve world problems selflessly and collectively at the root cause. So we have been doing this since 2008, and we have developed around 31 companies so far, and all these companies are in various stages of success. Some companies are in startups, some companies are multi-million dollar companies, some companies are Sundram Berhad. So we have various companies in various industries, and all these companies are formed because they have the passion for that particular industry. So Deela is the current CEO of the ET Ideas, and she is also the founder and CEO of Dishik Events. Dishik Events is an event company, and Deela is very passionate about events. So she is the go-to person for us in ET Ideas whenever we have any events. So how is she managing all these things? Like she's working somewhere 9 to 5, and she's CEO of ET Ideas, which have 31 companies, and she's also the CEO of Digic Events, and we have events every single week. How is she actually doing that? So we can ask her how she's doing that. So without any further ado, let's welcome Deela. Hi
Hi,
Deela.
hi, Steven.
Hi Deela. How's my introduction? Nice, huh?
You say presentation, I was like, yo, no slides.
Sorry. I'm also nervous. So no matter how many times I do the live session, I'm still nervous. So I will sometimes blabber something. So that's why. So how are you, Dila? How are you doing today?
Good.
Good,
When
awesome.
Steven
So
asked me yesterday, Dila, you free? I was like, no, you tell me why first. Then I'll tell you whether I'm free or not.
yes,
So yeah,
Dila
not so
literally
good
asked me
just
that.
now, but now good.
Yes. So I think Dila will be good. So, if you guys have any question to ask Dila about the work reality, how can you create your own work reality, the problems that you face in your working world, please do ask to Dila. You can type in the questions, and I can show it like this. So you see, nice, right? So somebody say
Oh,
feeling good.
wow.
So we can Dila can read all the questions as well. So please do comment if you're watching, and share this live stream to your friends so that many people can see what is happening here, and they can benefit from Dila's experience. So Dila, let me start with the first question. I give a very nice introduction for you, which stated that you are doing so many things, like you are 9 to 5 job, you have so you are CEO of social enterprise which have 31 companies, and you need to manage all these things, and you also have an event company that you are the CEO of, that you have a team under you and everything, and pretty much every single week you have an event to manage. So only yesterday I found out that you don't really have an event for this Saturday and Sunday, then I continue you for today's session. So
Yeah.
like you got the event. So how did you managing all these things, and despite that you also have time to travel? Because I realized, I think before the lockdown, you went to Amsterdam for a 1 week solo trip. I don't dare to go to solo trip, but you went to solo trip for 1 week. And how did you do that? How did you manage your time? Only a person who creating their own work reality can do this. How are you creating your own work reality?
Okay, so before this was like, I don't know, 7, 10, 8 years ago, when I first joined ET Ideas, I don't know what my passion is. I didn't have an event company. I wasn't the CEO of ET Ideas, of course, and all these things. So the only thing I had was my 9 to 5 job. So if you ask me, most of us start from there, from wherever we are. So how I manage my 9 to 5 job effectively, I would say. When sometimes when you're first doing something, you take like 1.5 hours or 1 hour to do, right? So I just try to, in ETIDs, they always say give your best and give first. So I always try to, whatever I'm doing, whether it's a report or an email or whatever I'm doing, I'm trying to give my best and try to focus and get the work done. So slowly, out of practice, what I used to take 1 hour to do, now I take half an hour to do. So if I can finish 4 tasks a day, now I finish 8 tasks a day. So that's how I slowly started you know having more time to do more things. And then I have this one thing where I don't really like to uh, o- do overtime or something like that, because I now know what my passion is and I want to work on my passion. So after work is my time to work on my passion. So I try to finish whatever I have 9 to 5. That means I have to focus and really give my best at that moment. And then once my work is done, then I work on ET ideas and district events and stuff like that. And again, the same thing apply. Of course, this take a lot of practice. It at the beginning, I really fail miserably, but I guess the willpower and the environment that I had to keep reminding myself and keep going is what really helped me to do things more effectively and do more within 24 hours.
Okay, so you always give your best in your work, and that makes you do a lot of things with your passion. So I just want to ask, how did working on your passion, the teaching events, helping people and everything, help in your working environment?
Okay. Okay, there's something called what goes around comes around, right? So everything that you actually give to people, you actually get it back, even though it's not. Sometimes they say that, okay, if I give all my attention and my best during my work, I should get it back in term of promotion or increment or what. It doesn't work like that. You have one life, and it revolves around happiness, health, and also your career and wealth. So whatever you give in whichever area, it will come back to you. So similarly, like that, I started giving more to in terms of my time and my experience to people in ET ideas, and that sort of build my character and my value. And I started doing the same at work, and eventually I started getting the recognition, the increment, the promotion that I actually kind of like, not say I deserve, but it's something that nature gives. So that's how I do. To share one example, right? There's once that I went to Bali. I wanted to go to Bali for holiday, but that time I wasn't really earning so much. I didn't have much, how to say, budget to go for Bali. So the main concern in any travel story is accommodation, right? So accommodation takes a huge budget portion
Yep.
of your money. So I was really, really struggling because I couldn't find the right accommodation to go, and it was expensive for my budget for the amount of period of time I want to stay and stuff like that. So to my surprise, I was just talking to one of ETL associate, and she was like, "Hey, you know what? I got a free stay in a hotel in Bali, which I never really used. You want or not?" So basically, I went to this Bali place with
Oh,
free accommodation, and I was like, I went to my mentor. I was like, I feel so bad for taking this, and then he was like, "No, why are you feeling so bad? All the times that you give in for people, you do your best and everything like that. This is nature's way of rewarding you. So just say thank you and." Take it and move on doing giving your best and doing your best. So this is just an example. Of course, I never really indirectly. I mean, never really directly helped her in much way or what, but in the little way that I do in different areas, somehow came back to me in this manner. It's just a simple story, but I feel I really really am grateful for that, and that every time I started to sleep on and say that, I start to think about myself, what I get out of it and everything. Like, I just remember of this story. It makes me smile and go like, I need to do what I can and wherever I can. That's how I'll get back. It seems it happened the same in my office as well. Uh, Sometimes I will help someone, and then that person might not help me, but somebody else will help me, or give me suggestion how to improve myself, and yeah, that's how I learn and I move up the corporate world.
very nice. I think it's something interesting that what you said. We had Saranjit talking about creating your work reality last time, and it's you now talking about it. I think you guys are both conference speaker at the Dare to Live conference, going to talk about creating your work reality. I think you guys have something similar points, but also very different. Which is when you work on your passion, give back something that you have the experience that you have, your guidance or your time to someone. In a way, it comes back to you in your working world or in anything that you do. For you, it's like you get a Bali free ticket to go for it and everything. That's so cool. I wish I get something free to go overseas and do that. So
But
that's
must do without expectation. That's
yes.
something I learned as well, because initially I used to, okay, I do overtime, I do this, I need to get increment at the end of the year, and what when I don't get, I was so disappointed. But then and then I realized that, okay, I'm doing this out of expectation, and I didn't how to say, open my eyes and see actually there are things happening in my home, in my, with my friends. My happiness was growing, but I never really notice that. So it's like, do without expectation, and you'll never know how this comes about. This is what I thought.
Okay, very interesting sharing. Like do without expecting anything. Something that most of us struggle. Even I struggle a lot with this. Do without any expectation. And how did you do something without any expectation? Like you are working, and naturally when you give your best at your work, like you are doing your work and you're giving like more than what you're paid for. Like you're paid for 2,000 ringgit, you're working for 4,000 ringgit, and obviously you have a self appreciation that I'm doing all this work. Maybe I'll get a promotion, maybe I'll get the increment, maybe the management will notice me and everything, right? So how did you do something without giving any expectation? Any examples that you have?
It is difficult. I wouldn't say it's very easy to do. Even until now, I do struggle after how many years of actually knowing this tool exists and working on it. But I guess the thing that I always go back to is my end goal. And like, okay, if I focus on my end goal, I don't really remember. I don't really my mind don't really focus on the other things like what people are talking about, and uh like expectation of, I need to have this at the end of the day and stuff like that. My end goal is to finish the task at the best way I can. Even I go meeting also, I set end goal that, meeting everyone is happy, I'm happy, we kind of have a solution for whatever problem they're meeting about. So it kind of work in that manner. Having said that, it's not easy because I'm the only one know things like end goal, SIEP at my office. So there are times that I get triggered, but I would say from where I started to where I am right now, I guess I am a better person. So that way I'm actually proud of myself and I'm happy with that.
Okay. So end goal is your secret tool in your workplace to
Yeah.
do the things that you want
You give
quickly and
your
also
mind, you kind of give your mind something to focus on rather than focusing on it. Your mind tend to go round, 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 right? So rather
uh,
than letting it go round, round, you give your mind a task to focus on, and that is basically to finish whatever you have on hand.
interesting. I think before this live session, we have a live session with Uma, who is an artist who moved a career online, she also mentioned something similar, like she focused on the end goal when the online classes is not going according to her plan. So you also saying that you focus on the end goal in your workplace. So I also learned about end goal in ET ideas, where end goal applies in all aspects of your life, and how to set this end goal, apply this end goal, and how to execute this end goal, achieve that end goal that you have set is very, very important, that we are teaching
Yeah.
in the I believe
Even
conference.
even this live session, both of us met before this and said, like, what
Yes,
is the end goal that we want to achieve out of here? So whatever the comments and whatever the things come about, we just focus on the end goal. I guess it'll be a nice
yes.
sharing.
And I think end goal is something that's super powerful. When I got to know about end goal, you can clearly see end goal. Oh, end goal means you have a goal and you work towards it. So simple. But then when you really apply it, you know how difficult it is to apply. And
Yes.
any examples that you have, Tila, about this?
There are times I set end goal that I want a meeting to go, fine and everything like that, and then I go and I kind of trash left, right, center. And then I was like, oh no, my end goal failed. And then I come back and I was like, okay, fine, you know what? Like give myself 5 moments to feel that frustration, and then okay, now finish already 5 minutes, let's go. Get back to work and set another end goal.
Okay, that's interesting. Hi, Anthony. Thank you for joining us. Thank you guys for joining and asking questions. Willard, we already have a very huge question for you, waiting for you here. Can you
Yes.
see the question? Or actually, I read for you. I think I'll read for you. Lah. I can show it here also. So we had a question from this Facebook user. Hi, I'm Sue, age 50, started work in a security firm last month, 11 Jan. The problem is I felt so unwelcome and the seniors have cold attitude and reluctant to teach me the job. At times I'm very stressed, and I did WhatsApp that the manager, but he insists me to keep working. Oh, okay. Still, till last Thursday, I could not take it walk out of the office. Oh, I think she already walked out of the office,
Mhm.
and but my mind now asks me to join back. I don't know what to do now.
My mine or my MD, my
My
managing
MD, is this
man,
MD? My,
asked me to join back. I don't know what to do now. Okay,
I think
right.
MD. Okay.
Okay, so 11 January is it?
Hmm.
Sue joined. Okay, so 11 January and now it's like less than a month. So most time people, when you go into a new environment, you'll feel very uncomfortable because people have a certain kind of bonding, relationship, network that you are first trying to breach into their territory. So as much as you are feeling uncomfortable, they will feel uncomfortable as well. How scared and how uncertain you are, they are feeling the same thing as well. To understand that this is happening and to give time to actually adapt to the situation helps, because even we trying to change a habit is so difficult. It takes years to change, so you cannot expect them to accept you and change whatever they are doing to fit your perception in just like a week or two. So yeah, give time to actually kind of adapt. Give yourself the time to adapt, at the same time give them the time to adapt to you. I think that's the most important thing, because even I when I first joined a company, it is very, very difficult. I don't understand the processes, I don't understand the people and stuff. So it was very tiring because my subconscious is like trying to understand. But after a while, it gets a bit more welcoming. You start to think like them. That's what vibration attraction, right? You spend long time in that environment, you started becoming them. So it takes time. So I guess patience and willpower to get through it, and also understanding people, because if you are going through something, they probably are going through the same thing. So that helps.
Wow, interesting. Because most of the time, when somebody scolds us, we'll be like, "Why this fellow is scolding me?" and all the stuff. Like we only take it personally, but we don't really think of what is the other person actually trying to do. Like what's the other person actually going through? Probably he gets scolded from the boss. Then you walk by, walk by beside him. Then he suddenly starts scolding. You also don't know what to do.
Yeah, and
So
I
yeah,
think your boss is nice enough to ask you to come back, because if that happens, means he sees some things that you can actually contribute to the company. So, but after all, the end game is follow your heart and do what you think is the right thing for you.
I think I know Miss Sue personally. She's a very, very nice person, and she has a huge passion for cooking. she can cater for, cater doing foods and all the stuff. So I think like what you mentioned, that now working on your passion also help you in your working world out there, because when you give your best here, the habit pattern comes naturally to you. You give your best at your workplace as well, and that's make you get noticed in the workplace, get the increment that you want, and all the stuff. So I
Yeah.
think
I guess working on
really
your
work on your
passion,
passion.
yeah, working on your passion kind of build you as to a certain extent. So you kind of that becomes who you are after a while. So that you replicate that in your work environment as well, and eventually, you start to get the recognition that you
Yes.
want.
So I hope that answer your questions. Oh, she said already said thank you. It helps. And
Thank you.
Allah said very good explanation. Thank you,
Thank you.
Allah, for joining us. Thank you all for joining. If you guys have any questions, please do ask us, and so that we can ask our guest speaker today. So, what questions can I ask you, Dila? Okay, there is one person who texted me personally just
Okay.
now, and this person asked how you can make your management to notice you.
By doing your job. I don't know what else to say. I mean, okay, this is what I will tell my team as well. So because now I'm assistant manager, I'm a manager. Basically, I don't have anybody reporting above, but I kind of manage a team, and they always come and say that I want a promotion, I want increment and stuff like that, and I tell them this, you need to show me that you can do this. So when a boss or a management come and see you, they just say they are actually looking for someone to hire for a position or increment. They look what are the quality that currently you are doing that can actually fit the role. So even if you want to become a leader, you need to show your leadership now itself, not wait until you become a manager, then you start being early to meeting, showing that you can do a flawless email and stuff like that. You do whatever you can right now, only then your management will notice. So it's not that you expect the reward first and then you start doing the work. You need to do the work first and then you start expecting the reward. So
Whoa.
if you
Okay.
want your management to notice, I guess work on doing if your work efficient and effectively now itself, and show leadership.
Okay. Very nice explanation. Very nice explanation. You don't have to wait until you get the promotion to show your true skills or leadership skill or anything.
Yeah,
You
I
need to
mean
show it now itself.
this happened in any company that I go. They the same thing they will ask, like why I got no increment, why I got no bonus. But when you actually look at their track record, there's no value added to the company. That I mean, I'm looking now at as a manager and saying this is, if I'm hiring someone for a position or I want to give an increment to the person, I'll make sure that person can actually handle that leadership role. So
Very, very nice. We have another question, Dila, from Kavi. So he said that how do we cope up with the colleague who are older than us when we are the senior of the department, and sometimes our opinion or instructions are not being bothered just because of the age? I
mm,
think Dila, you have many experience like this, right?
yeah, I'm younger by like 20, 30, 20 years
Oh,
to my
okay.
teammate. My teammate has been working 20 years, 25 years in the company, and obviously they have experience too. They people say that if you want respect, you need to give respect. So first thing you need to do, I guess, is to acknowledge that they do have certain experience that you don't have, but you have certain ideas that they don't have, because sometimes they are so into that environment they cannot think of new ideas. So it's to give and take at certain point, to listen to them first. What I do with my team, although they are 20 years elder than me, I give them the respect, and I always, when I have anything I'm not so sure, although I'm sure what I want to do, I ask their, how to say, opinion first. Okay, I have this problem, production have this problem, what can we do? And then if they are not able to give something that can contribute, I try to mold their thinking to giving value added suggestion. So that's how I do. Of course, this takes practice and it takes a lot of patience. But at the end of the day, I guess they also want to make sure the company grows, because that depends on their rice bowl, and we also want to contribute. So I guess working hand in hand with your team despite their age. I guess first you need to break that age barrier. You need to treat them like a colleague first. rather than treating somebody that is very elder than you, give them the same treatment. I guess that will help as well.
Okay, Kavi, I hope that answered your question. I think it's answered that question very well. So, Leela, I think you mentioned a lot of things about handling ourselves better. Like when Misu asked the questions, how is you thinking about these and like handle yourself better? Like when Kavi asked these questions, you also go back to you give the respect first, you do this first, then only the other people will change and everything. But there are the outside world, like many people that I spoke to last time. I'm doing marketing and sales. I spoke to a lot of people in phone. So whenever I ask what is the problem that you're facing in your working world or your business or anything, people always tend to focus on others. Like this is the problem, this is the problem in the working place and anything. Do you face any kind of these problems in your working place, and how did you solve them?
Focusing on others. I mean, you focusing on others. Is
Yeah,
it?
you just point out that this is the problem, this is the problem, but you are saying that I am the problem, you are the problem, you need to handle yourself better. So do you face
Uh,
anything like this in your workplace?
yeah, of course. Not really workplace, everywhere as well. It's something common, I guess. It doesn't apply only on your workplace. But when I came to ET Ideas, I learned a tool called SIEP. Most time we think with our senses, we react to people. SIEP is a tool that helps me to respond to certain things and look at what did I do to trigger them. It's a two how to say, two people takes to tango or something like that you'll say, right? So it's basically two people's mistake at any point. So it's looking at what did you do and how can you correct yourself. Eventually you will, how to say, create your reality and correct. Other people will start correcting or probably leaving, and the right people to come, I feel. But if you want to know what is SIEP, I don't think I have the time to explain it. But I guess we do have this Dare to Lead conference is specifically to
Yes.
explain SIEP, right? So yeah,
Yes.
guys want to know more,
So,
you should join.
yeah, that is the whole purpose of the conference, letting people
Yeah.
know about SIP and NGO, the secret weapon that we have in ET Ideas, the thing that we teach to all our participants, whoever that's seeking our guidance in their working world, in their their business, in their personal life and everything. We teach them SIP because if you can handle yourself better, you can solve all the problems. Mostly 90% of the problems, or maybe 99% of the problems happening to you. So that's what we are sharing in the conference. So I think Leela, you already told about SIP and everything, but I think you're doing a lot of things, but you also face a lot of stress, problems, office politics in your work and all, right? So how did you handle that particular things when it happen? Like you have huge problem that's coming to you and everything. Did you like burst out, or did how did you handle yourself when this thing is happening to you at that right point of time?
Of course, God bursts out. I'm not a god. But yeah, I guess SIEP, like what I said, helps. But sometimes, if you are in the middle of the battle, it's very difficult to do SIP. So what I usually do is I'll just remain quiet and breathe, and then I'll move out of that battle, and I will just burst out and give myself 5 minutes to just feel that anger or frustration, and then think that okay, now I need to SIP and what do I do. And sometimes I really cannot handle, then I'll just call for help and say, Mentor, I need help. So then you tell the same thing that I already know, but sometimes you just need to get someone to
Listen,
knock your head and click you out of it. So I'll definitely ask for help when I need. And through experience, I have came to know that I need help. So I frequently do ask for that help.
yes, I always think that I can help myself. I can do things by myself and everything. After failing a lot of time, I realized, oh, I cannot really do things by myself. You can do certain things, but to move to the next level, you need somebody to point you in
Yeah.
the right direction, to guide you,
E-
to let you
even
see
when
the
I
things
was
properly.
Yeah, even when I first was doing SIEP, I thought I was doing SIP. I wasn't doing SIEP. I was like, orang yang baru belajar, used to text my mentor as this is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking, because I don't know what am I doing. So it comes based on experience. But I guess having that environment of people that apply this really helps, because anywhere I turn and I talk to people, somebody start kicking my head and telling that okay, you should try this and you should do this and stuff like that. So having this like-minded environment in ETIDs really helped me to learn all this, I would say, in a fast track method lah.
Okay, Leela, we've only got 5 more minutes. So, do you want to say any last things, wrap up kind of thing to these people who are watching, like how they can create their own work reality?
I guess the first, I mean, when I first started, I was very bored at my work. I don't know what I want to do. That's how I bumped into ET ideas and I learned about all these things. So the first thing I would say to do is take action. A very wise person told me once that you're not a tree, you can move. So now you don't have to move so far. So just from the bedroom to the hall, so, and actually do something about the problem that you have and take an action. And whatever I'm sharing now also, it's a theory basis until you apply. And that went same to me also. The first few times I know this, I didn't do anything, and my life things just went spiraling down until I started applying things. And I like, then I know how hard is this, then I know, okay, I need help, then I know I need environment and stuff like that. So it's a process, but the key thing is to first take action, to acknowledge that you have a problem, and first take an action to find a solution for that. By
Very
until
nice. Okay.
by doing
Well,
what and
well, actually, very nice. What you tell is very nice. Take the action. You are not a tree. Like if you are facing problems in your workplace right now, and I think most of the time when you are in the problem, you cannot really see what's happening around you. You cannot see the solutions properly. So that's when you need to take the action, move to somebody or ask somebody what you can do and everything. I think that's what you did with Dila. When you are working somewhere, you get to know about ET ideas, the people that we have here. Then you go and ask for their opinion, their guidance and everything. And that's from there,
yeah.
that's where you grow so much into like, having a managerial role, running your own companies, and eventually become CEO of ET ideas. So so I think you're not a tree. You need to take the action. You need
when
to
I
move
first
forward.
yeah, when I first got to know about ET ideas, I was so scared to even come because everybody was so intimidating and it was so scary. And to come into here, and I actually kind of like disappeared from the earth radar for a few months because I didn't want to come back. But my mentor told me that if you want to become a lion, you need to train with the lion. So I was
Oh,
like, okay, you know what, I'm doing this lah. So then that's how I started. So
okay.
it is uncomfortable, but take that first step first.
Okay. Very, very nice sharing, Dila. Very nice sharing today. So thank you for sharing, Dila. I just want to show one video that I had in store for you guys. So let me
Hello.
share screen. It's Dila's video. So have a look at it. Give me some time. Okay. Yeah.
Hi there, Harsha here from the Senate. The Dare to Live conference brings together the collective experiences of speakers from all walks of life, sharing about how they achieve success in their business, relationships, work, happiness, and health. So here's one of our speakers sharing a little bit about their story.
So many times people ask me, what is my role as an employee? I would say the answer would be simple, but it's something that most people struggle to do on a day to day basis, which is pretty much just do your job. When I say many people struggle with this, that include me. When I first joined a company, it was a Japanese company, I blamed everybody. My colleague was not nice to me, they didn't go on lunch with me, my boss yelled at me, I don't know how to do meeting minutes. So many things was the trigger until I changed a job and the same thing happened again. Then I realized it's me. I need to be focused on my work. So what is it that makes me dare to live my life to the fullest? I would say it's the fact that I have better control of myself and my life. I wasn't like this earlier until I met ETIS. And thank you ETIS for this. It was not because of all the guidance and the faith that you have. I'm now standing in front of you as the CEO of ETIS.
So there you have it. You'll be seeing many other phenomenal speakers share their experiences at the Dare to Live conference.
It's the most awkward video ever, but okay.
It's a very nice video, Dila. Very, very nice video. So thank you, Dila, for sharing with us today. So Dila will be sharing a lot of her experience together with another two guest speakers in the Dare to Live conference about creating their work reality. And trust me, these three people have a lot of experience, and just 30 minutes is not enough. This is just a sneak peek of what we are giving in the Dare to Live conference. And if you really wanted to do something about your life, do something different. You are always been doing something, but now is the time for you to do something different. and to grow in your career, grow in your personal self, in your business and everything, then Dare to Leave conference is a place for you. It's just a 2 days conference where we'll be inviting 25 speakers from various industries. Like Dila is from a different industry. We have Saranjit, we had Uma. Like we will be seeing a lot of other speakers in this live session. After this, we will be having every day once live session with other guest speakers as well, and they have phenomenal things to share. We are covering a lot of things about your work reality, your business, your personal relationship, and how the relationship affect your working world, your business, your health, wealth creation, how to manage your finances. We will be inviting experts from these industries to come and share. So I think you guys can learn a lot of things from their experience. So thank you, Dila, for sharing. We have how to say, the Dare to Leave conference is actually is happening on March 13 and 14 next month. Is 650 ringgit for 25 speakers and 15 topics, and I think 18 different industries the speakers are from. But whoever that watching the live now, to these people, like smart, there is a sponsorship that has been going on, a special price which is only for 150 ringgit only. So don't miss this awesome opportunity. If you divide this 150 ringgit with 25 speakers, you will go like, the amount is really, really small for the experience that you get. And I will be emceeing that conference. And trust me, I emceed this conference last year. It's mind blowing. I just,
We are going to throw you with tools, whether you want to.
yes, how to handle yourself better, your workplace, your business, everything we are covering, including parenting, education. So hope you guys can join the conference. I will put the link to join the conference in the comment section later. Please do join the conference if you can, or if you have any further inquiries about the conference, if you feel like how this conference will help you in your personal self, if you still don't know, you can always contact me. I will put my contact number there as well. So thank you, Dila, for sharing. Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Steven.
Bye,
Thank you
guys.
for inviting. Bye, guys.